Hey guys, wanted to see if I can do a test on this live cast where I'm at. I'm out away from the house and stuff, so hopefully be able to get some better reception. Uh, but also, I want to talk to you guys for a minute about mags and teams and uh, you know training partners, things like this for you guys who are doing stuff like that. I heard an expression the other day. It was mags, mutual assistance groups. And basically, even though the focus of my channel is not really geared towards preparedness, um, I just think that there's other guys who maybe do a better job and probably have a great deal more experience, a great deal more insight to offer on the subject. But there's there's a lot of truisms that apply to all these different realms, whether you're talking about mutual assistance groups, for you prepared people, whether you're talking about team dynamics for you guys who are working, in and around small units, uh, and for the same thing for you guys who are, you know, training some sort of combatives or self-defense, martial arts, whatever, um, with respect to your training partners. And I think that term, that acronym MAG, really sums up all three of those different dynamics best, because the idea of a MAG is that it is a symbiotic relationship. Um, by that I mean you have a group, of organisms that all benefit together from the group as a whole. And in the case of a MAG, it's a mutual assistance group where each one of the members of the group mutually assist one another to accomplish a particular task, whether it be preparedness, whether it be disaster relief, whether it be training, uh, if you're talking about self-defense and things like that. And one of the things that is really key is that everybody is pulling their own weight. Now, that's not to say that everybody has an equal role per se in the development of the group, because some people just don't have the skills or the abilities or maybe the finances or the understanding to be able to contribute in maybe some greater areas. But everybody can contribute in one form or fashion. And probably one of the best examples I see of this is like in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Even the white belt who knows absolutely nothing, he hasn't been there long enough, he doesn't have the skills, he doesn't have the reflexes, he really knows nothing about what he's doing, just surely based on his dedication and his devotion to the group and him showing up and training, he at very least, if he provides nothing else, he provides a training partner for someone else. And that is a key element in any kind of team, is learning how to function as a team, learning how to shoot, move, communicate. Well, in order to shoot, move, communicate requires that you have somebody to communicate with. You need a team. So I see this more and more, where people put themselves together in groups, and then basically they want to nurse off of the resources of the group, but they themselves don't want to be dedicated. They don't want to show up. They don't want to give anything back to the group. And this is not a symbiotic relationship, because now you end up becoming an individual who is drawing from the resources of the group, but you yourself are offering nothing in return. It's almost that the group is there for your benefit, for your gain. It's there for you to draw resources from when it's convenient for you, but it's not important enough for you to give back to the growth of the group by giving your dedication to your performance, your by giving yourself over to the group, giving yourself over to something greater than yourself. And we even see this type of dynamic in churches where, 90% of the work is done by 10% of the people. And most of the people in churches are consumers, where they are there to consume the resources of the church, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But they themselves don't want to give anything back in return. No service, nothing in that respect. So I guess the long and the short of it is, don't look at your group as a resource for you to just purely draw from for your own personal gain without giving anything back to it. This is more of a parasitic type relationship than it is a symbiotic relationship. And that's something that, it may seem somewhat harsh to use that term parasitic, but it really does sum up that type of relationship very well, because you're drawing from the resources of the group, but you give nothing back. And by drawing from the resources and giving nothing back, essentially what you're doing is you're weakening the group as a whole. So you guys kind of think about that. I wanted to kind of test this live stream and also talk about this a little bit. I seem to be getting a decent live stream where I'm at right now, but I'm on the road today. So anyway, you guys think about that. Think about what it is that you offer to your group. Think about what it is that you can give to others, and not just what it is that you can draw for your own self and for your own gain. Don't be that parasite. You want that symbiotic relationship so that the group, yourself, and everybody ends up benefiting from it all at the same time. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys, and as always, you guys train hard.